nervous system helps them coordinate as they move together. Because that's another thing, you know, I'm trying to keep my thoughts focused, but if your nervous system is off, then the muscles don't fire sequentially properly. So, a certain group of muscles that are what you call tonic muscles, muscles that are hyperactive, that always want to jump in and do the work. You have phasic muscles, muscles that are just like usually glutes. Most people have weak glutes. Everybody's got a weak ass. Those are muscles that are just like, no, I don't feel like doing anything. They just don't want to. They don't want to work unless you just really whoop them to work. And then you got certain muscles that are like, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. You got some people they pick up a pen and they're shrugging. You know, they get in the car to drive and they shrug. You know, anything they do. You know, they sneeze and they shrug. Everything they do, they just shrug because the upper traps are very tonic. Those are muscles that just love to jump in. And if they're jumping into the exclusion of muscles that are phasic and need to be working in that coordinated fashion with the other muscles, you've got imbalance. But the muscles may not look imbalanced. You might not be able to look at them and tell. But because the nervous system fires those tonic muscles first, you've got an imbalance, and it starts with the nervous system. Right. So I'm hoping you guys follow. I tend to jump all over the place. I need to coordinate my thoughts. That's what I need to freaking do. Put this all into a system. But anyway, so just keep asking me questions so I know that I'm on the right page, not boring you guys. So those are the muscles of the upper neck and shoulder region that are essential to being stretched. Now, in opposition to muscles that need to be stretched, there are muscles that need to be strengthened. You guys can take this, I'm sorry. There are muscles that need to be strengthened. What muscles, and I know you guys, if you don't know the answer, it's all right, because most people don't. What muscles would need to be strengthened in this area that would counterbalance the association with hyperactive suboccipitals and traps? Remember,
Your upper lat.
So this is the typical posture of someone who has tight suboccipitals and upper traps. Right? So I lengthen the traps, I lengthen the suboccipitals. What muscles are going to tuck my chin in and lengthen the back of my neck? Infra, and then you can write this down, and you may or may not care. The infra and omohyoid muscles. They're deep muscles way in here. We call them strap muscles. They're muscles that are in the like next to your throat.
You know, one of my guys asked specifically about neck strengthening. He wanted me to ask you about that. How do you work out your neck?
Here's the thing. Neck strengthening typically creates neck imbalance and further facilitates poor posture. Because most people just think about the traps and think about suboccipital. Most neck, you want to get a big neck, what do you do? Right? What we were just talking about. Those are already muscles that are pretty tonic. And what do you do?
Right.
So what are you doing? You're further facilitating already tonic muscles, right? To create balance, there's not only muscles, and which are great exercises, by the way. I use them. But to create balance, the muscles that are weak in relation to those two that are already tonic, the basic muscles, are your strap muscles, your infra and omohyoid. They're muscles that are attached to the tongue, and here's why it's interesting. The reason why these get weak and these don't is because you have a mouth. Your skull is wrapped with fascia this way, and then it stops right here. And then starts again here. So you have muscle here and muscle here, but you got a gap in between. There's no gap here. Does that make sense? You got a gap, you got continuous muscle, and then a gap, your mouth. Well, what closes that gap is your tongue. Put your tongue in the roof of your mouth, and this is why